Hello, Mioni here and welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV video. This one might actually throw people into one corner or another, and that's fine, but can we just agree that Square Enix's contests are probably some of the worst planned out and executed affairs in gaming history? Now that's a tall statement, I know, but hear me out for a minute. Recently this really only pushed me to make a video when a good friend of mine had entered the more recent housing design contest with an entry that was frankly fantastic looking, which has today, of the 24th of October, finally been concluded with the winners announced on the Lodestone page. Without naming and shaming, which isn't the purpose of this video at all, aren't a lot of the entries not even paying attention to the strict rules in the contest itself? This is not the first time people in the community have noticed direct violations of rules in winning entries. Now, you may say that perhaps these are more guidelines than rules, but when your contest has rules and regulations that put region restrictions very much in the same paragraph as picture limitations of locations and the quantities of images, you'd think they would be enforced. Following the rules, several entrants have complained that some winning entries to these contests are not actually looked at or judged properly at all. So what would they base that on? Well, some of the winning entries feature glitched housing items to make their design, glitching furniture together to certain effect, which several people thought was actually frowned upon, but here it is being shown in winning entries, which is sort of a confirmation for a lot of people that either A, their big deal with the bugs and fixing them whilst chastising the community for using them has ended out of a final realization that people shouldn't be to blame for housing mechanics and they really need to revamp their system, or B, they simply don't spend long enough time on the judging process at all. Perhaps not the biggest thing then, but hold on, people have also noticed past the glitched furniture that there are other issues. For example, GPOS filters were specifically prohibited in this contest, it says so in the rules. Yet some winners even flaunted this as well, with various filters as you can see in these images. So I'm not wanting to be cruel or anything like that, and I think it's awesome that these contests run every year with so many entries, but surely they could be clear on what rules they want to enforce and what ones they don't. For another example, another rule violation showed that from the contest entry point, you were not able to alter your housing layout in any way until judging had been concluded, even at the risk of being disqualified for moving furniture inside your house in the slightest. Yet there are even patch 4.4 furniture items included in the list of winning entries, visible in the screenshots, which is clearly past the deadline for the last entry, way before 4.4 even came out, and therefore shouldn't even be in contention. The more you actually look at this one contest out of the many they run each year, the more you realise that I'm not just being a sourpuss or a salt bucket on behalf of other people in the community. It's very hard to not come across as someone who wants to devalue the winners in a big way. Take a look at the rules and the winning entries for yourself if you like, because as far as I'm concerned, the devaluing of those winners doesn't come from the community, but Square Enix themselves for drawing entries from a proverbial hat rather than taking the time and effort the entrants took to enter to actually sit down and check each entry properly. After all, isn't that what a paid community team is for? Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.